So this is the Abarth 500. As you can hear, it makes quite a racket. It's like a small little angry dog barking at you. It's just so yappy. So then, is it any good? So then, we have reviewed the normal Fiat 500 about a year ago, which I very much disliked. This is essentially the same thing, but a bit more Italian seasoning. It's something like a bit of oregano. Overall to drive, the car is really nice actually. It doesn't feel like a normal Fiat, of course, because obviously it isn't. It's been heavily modified. The steering's on the heavier side, or obviously on the Fiat 500 you can make it light. The gearbox is smooth. The handling's very tight because of the short wheelbase, and the suspension is very, very stiff. So it's not great for daily driving. But it is like driving around in a lunchbox. Driving around town, of course, it still has the Fiat 500 feel to it. It's very small and it can get through all the little tiny roads. But of course, underneath it's a bit more than just a Fiat. Here we go, it's a tunnel. A small one, but it's a tunnel. That is ridiculously loud. Was that really loud in your headphones?
That's great.
So then you can get this car in a couple of specifications. The entry-level one has 135 horsepower and the SS model has 165 horsepower, both with 1.4 litre turbocharged engines. This is the SS, but as you can see, it's been modified to 200 horsepower. So here in the interior of the Abarth 500, it is very much the same as a Fiat 500. As you can see, the dash is pretty much from the same car, and obviously all the dials here as well. The only difference is there's better seats, more bucket shaped, and a sports steering wheel. There of course are accents of leather everywhere. You've got the leather handbrake, the leather gear knob, so it is a bit more expensive feeling in here. There are some standard features, of course. You've got things like radio, air conditioning, and that's pretty much all you get. There is a button here for sport mode, which on a normal Fiat 500 is city mode, so what they've done is just changed the name of it. But overall it's pretty cool in here. You've got your turbo gauge here, and obviously you've got more information which has obviously been added in, so it talks about revs, torque, everything else. So then we move to the rear seats, and as you'd expect for a very small hatchback, it's not going to be the most amazing. But if we move the seat forward, like that, the legroom is not great, to be honest, especially that side when the seat is all the way back. There's not really any room at all. But there is only 2 seats back here, which is kind of all you need. But to be honest, I think that this would be more of a storage rather than someone sitting back here. But it's nice. The headroom's not great either. As you can see, the roof's very sloping. And again, the red trim is back here too. So that's it really. So then let's move to the boot space. Well, I say move to it. Can't really do that because it's too small. It's pretty small for a hatchback as well. There's not really much you can get in there. But again, you don't really need much in there because you're not going to be daily driving it as such. But if you do, then you're a bit mental. But we'll test the actual size of it. That's about what I can do. So then, what's actually different between the standard Fiat 500 and this? Well, of course, Abarth took this car straight from Fiat's factory, took it to their factory and added some wheels, a front bumper, side skirts, a rear wing, an exhaust and a rear bumper, and then basically put a new badge on it. But as you can see, the end result is very cool. It's a bit more brute and aggressive. It's seriously fun to drive this thing. It really is like a little yappy chihuahua. It's just always in your face, or wants to have some playtime. That's what it feels like. think with this much power, it does struggle to keep the traction at the front wheels because of course it's front wheel drive, but it's still a mountain of fun, this thing. Overall, to sum up my experience of the Abarth 500, I would say that it's very exciting. It's a small car, but at heart, it certainly wants to be a Lamborghini. But that's what makes it so likeable. Apart from the styling and interior, which I'm still not sure on, it does offer a great driving experience, and with mods, it really does fly. So then, that's the Fiat 500, Abarth 500. As you can see, it's very much a different car, definitely. If you did enjoy this review, then make sure you subscribe to us and follow us on the channel and be notified of future videos. We'll see you next time.